Hey everyone, welcome. My name's DanielTarinelli. Welcome to the 7th Call YouTube channel. I'm the owner and founder of 7th Call. Today's video, what we're going to go over with everyone is the amount of effort that is required to turn your 100 leads into a 10% internet closing ratio. So if you're in the automotive industry and you're getting a bunch of leads and you're consistently at a 5% internet closing ratio, you're at 7, 8. I talk to a lot of dealers that are even below that at 2 or 3%. I'm going to show you the amount of effort that is required to get to that number. So, when salespeople call or even BDC reps calls, they'll make 1 or 2 phone calls, they'll get a voicemail, and then what they'll do is they'll move on to the next one. You actually, in a lot of cases, the dealer needs to shorten up the amount of leads because they need to be fully worked. Because with all the competition, all the different lead sources, there's so much going on, you really need to pinpoint a certain group of leads. For example, take 100 leads, okay? And put in this amount of effort, and I promise you, your internet closing ratio will be at 10%. It's more important than actually having the word tracks and having the proper training. More importantly than that is having the right amount of effort put into these leads. So I'm going to break down the math to you. You can take these numbers to the bank. This comes exactly from our office. We do this every day. These numbers do not stray anywhere between over 10% or so. So these numbers are extremely accurate as far as the amount of effort that is required to get a 10% internet closing ratio. So we're going to take 100 leads, okay? Use a good sample size of 100 leads. You must contact each lead 6 to 8 times before they answer, okay? So you can't just call once or twice and get a voicemail and then move on to the next. So let's use the lower number. Let's just say you got to make contact 6 times. And by I mean contact, that is a phone call, a text message, or an email, okay? That is considered a contact. So let's do 100 leads and 6 contacts. You're now already up to 600 contacts, and you just gotten the person on the phone. This is not including setting the appointments. So once you get the person on the phone, it actually takes another 1 to 2 times to set the appointment, which means after you call them 6 times, maybe you get them on the phone, maybe you'll set the appointment right then and there. But a lot of cases, you have to call them again to set the appointment. So we're going to use 2 times in this example. So if you've got 600 initial contacts, times another 2 contacts after set an appointment, that's a total of 1,200 contacts, okay? So you need to make 1,200 contacts for 100 leads, okay? Now, the numbers are, and this comes directly from our office, some of you guys could be better, some could be worse, but this is a very good average. Every 28 contacts is going to equal an appointment, okay? So if you send 28 emails, you make or 28 phone calls or 28 texts, whichever source of communication you use, it should equal 1 appointment, okay? So if you divide the 28 contacts to the total of 1,200 contacts, that is 42 appointments. So you should yield 42 appointments off of 100 leads, okay? And use your standard show rate and standard buy rate. 50% of those 42 appointments will show. So that's going to give you 21 showed appointments, and 50% of those 21 showed appointments will buy. That's going to equal 10.5 car deals. 10% of 100 is 10 deals. So that's how you get to 10 deals off of 100 leads, okay? It is a good bit of effort that's required, so do not underestimate the amount of efforts required to turn your 100 leads into your 10% close rate. And I can't tell you how many dealers I speak with that I see are hovering around 5%, 4%. So if you're around that 4, 5, 6, even 7%, you want to increase it to 10 or even 12, go to our website, www.7thcall.net. Give us a call at 843-491-4113. So I break down the cost of time involved, okay? So if you want to do this in-house, I give you a couple different options. If you have the salespeople want to do this, or if you have a BDC department already, it's 100 calls a day for 12 days. That's for 1 rep. Or if you have a whole BDC department, that's 300 calls a day for 4 days, okay? That's if you want to do it in-house. If you're trying to figure out how can I get a 10% internet closing ratio, and you have people that you believe can put in the amount of effort to get there. As far as the cost goes, it's a complete mystery, okay? It's very hard to pinpoint exactly how much you're going to spend paying your reps, the training them, the equipment costs, the insurance, the taxes, and you got to be sure that you can get this production here. A lot of times, this sort of production is going to require a BDC manager. So you have to calculate how much are you going to pay that BDC manager to make sure that you're getting that level of production, either the 100 calls for 12 days or the 300 calls for 4 days. Like I said, I put a question mark there. It's extremely hard to figure out how much you're going to spend. Maybe you can spend less than what we're charging. A lot of times it's more. But if you want to know for sure and get that 10% internet closing ratio, and you want the convenience of knowing that it's going to be done right, 7th call for 100 leads, $1,500. Okay, that's what you're going to spend. This is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to contact them 1,200 times. We're going to yield 42 appointments. 50% of those will show. 50% of those will buy. That's your 10% internet closing ratio. To learn more, like I said, go to www.7thcall.net. Give us a call, 843-491-4113. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, my name is DanielTarinelli, owner of 7th Call. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hope you have a great day. Take care.